And I think what you're saying before also brings up a really interesting kind of like paradox where most people are wearing these masks because they're shame around like, well, if they knew the truth, they wouldn't love me. And then they wear this mask, but the mask is really just manipulation. And if people love the mask, then they don't really love you. So you're, rather than facing the risk of people knowing who you are and choosing not to love you, you're putting up wearing a mask where they truly can't love you. So you're gonna in the end like receive less love if you're wearing all these masks and you're not truly expressing who you are.
Very well said. I'll shorten that up in terrible English. You're fucked.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, when we look back historically at ourselves, we get to ask ourselves the question, like, there's a saying that I still subscribe to, which is, you know your future. We all know our future. We know our future because our future will be a repetition of our past unless we have conscious intervention.
Ooh, yeah.
And so if you are not consciously intervening, well, keep hiding, and you know where that story will go. You've been down that road many times. That is also familiar and comes with a deep sense of control. So then the invitation to say, I'm going to start representing myself and do this differently and take off some masks slowly and expose more of who I really am on the inside, and more of my real thoughts and my real emotions and my real perspectives, is frightening. It's deathly frightening. Imagine if you were both in your hometown. You are actually in your hometown. Imagine if you were in your hometown and you were in a tower in your hometown, and you were at the top of the tower. The top of the tower has glass windows all the way around, so you can see everything from that tower. And we look at our tower, and I know that shop, and I know that street, and I know that business, and I know that school, and everything is as it should be. It's very familiar. It's very safe. It's very comforting. It's very comfortable, even if it's uncomfortably comfortable. And then I said, okay, well, we're looking out this tower. This is your town. This is where everybody you know lives, where we grew up. And I'm just going to start taking buildings away and streets away. And I'm going to take the whole town away. And I'm going to take all of your associations and your self-identifications with that away. That is really scary. And it's also shaming. So if we can have compassion for what we're really doing is excavating whole entire cities out of ourselves, then we can say, well, I might want to do this slowly, and it's okay if it moves slowly. I don't have to take all my masks off at once. I'm going to take one off this year and see how that is, and ease into the process and maybe have a little bit more grace with it, and more joy and more fun and more playfulness with it, rather than turning it into another place that we feel like we need to perform to get external validation from someone.
Yeah,